guys, how are you? Hopefully you guys are doing good. Just a disclaimer, I do need to apologize. My boyfriend is playing video games and you will definitely hear him. Definitely hear him. So today is just me. I got a book from Amazon. I downloaded Wattpad for like the 100th time on my phone. And I saw this story that I thought looked really good, but then I saw that it was published on Amazon and it said that it was rewritten twice before it was published on Amazon, and that the Wattpad version, I believe, is the older one. And I was like, okay, well, I want to read the rewritten one because this book kind of sounds cool. Now, I remember the days when Wattpad did not charge to read anything. I actually Googled it before I started the video, that Wattpad, I believe hit the game store in 2008, but was like made or something in 2006, which I don't think I've ever felt older. But, you know, I will gladly support anybody in their little bookmaking, and I don't mean little as in like it's easy or anything. I just mean like it's, you know, it's super cute. I love it. I'm working on the book myself. Hopefully it'll get published on Amazon. That is the idea. Maybe I'll publish it to Wattpad first to see like what everyone thinks. This is not getting opened. Like, this is not opening to it. There we go. Alright. I apologize if it's like super loud. Ooh, this is a thick book. I love how it says on her book. Okay, so this book is called The Cellar, and it's by Natasha Preston, and it does say AKA Wattpad sensation Natasha Preston, because her name on Wattpad is just her name without space. But it's called The Cellar, and the description on Wattpad is different than the description on here. But basically on Wattpad, the description is that there's this guy who's been kidnapping some girls, unfortunately, and he names them all after flowers. I know there's a rose, and that's all I can remember. It might have it on here. Okay, rose, poppy, and violet. And this girl that gets kidnapped is named Lily. And it basically, from what I can kind of remember, basically it was saying how like it goes through how her boyfriend and her family are struggling with her, you know, missing, and, you know, she's trying to figure out a way to escape and live, and apparently he's doing things, like he's not just kidnapping them. I think from what I remember, he is killing other people. Now that is in the summary, so y'all don't come after me. But, this is, honestly, I read a lot of really good reviews. Okay, I apologize. My boyfriend is yelling like an absolute heathen. He is playing Warzone, and I think they won a game, like last game or so. So, like, you know, they're on that winning high. Anyway, so the back of this book says, Lily. My stomach dropped as a tall, dark-haired man stepped into view. Had he been hiding between the trees? No, sorry. Gulping, I took a step back. I'm not Lily. He shook his head, a satisfied grin on his face. No, you are Lily. I'm Summer. You have the wrong person. And then it says here, you utter freak. Like, it's not something she says, but that's funny. I could hear my pulse crashing in my ears. How stupid to give him my real name. He continued to stare at me, smiling. It made me feel sick. You are Lily, he repeated. Before I could blink, he threw his arms forward and grabbed me. I tried to shout, but he clasped his hand over my mouth, muffling my screams. My heart raced. I'm going to die. Then it says, for months, Summer is trapped in a cellar with the man who took her and 3 other girls, Rose, Poppy, and Violet. His perfect, pure flowers. His family. But flowers can't survive long caught off from the sun, and time is running out. Which, if any of you guys have good Wattpad recommendations, please let me know. Please let me know. Now, I will say this. I am not a fan of sex scenes. I will gladly skip over them. It's just not my thing. It makes me extremely uncomfortable. I will say this. Please, if you do recommend me a Wattpad story, please don't recommend me anything like the After series. No hate to anybody who loves the books or likes the movies. But personally for me, it was a extreme struggle just to get through the movies. And I've never read the books, and I can guarantee you, I don't want to. I mean, they literally have sex so much in the movies that like, I can't. Like, I'm literally just like skipping over most of the movie. But I am excited. This is a thick book. I think on Wattpad it had like 40-something chapters. Now, I do know that there are extreme, like, gems on Wattpad. Like, there are some really underrated authors out there. And I've gotten... I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, I love that sound. Okay, I apologize, but he was annoying me, so I had to close the door. Such a lovely sound. Anyway, I was saying, I know that there are definite, like, hidden gems on Wattpad, so please, I will say this though, if you give me a hidden gem, I don't want to have to buy the book, even though I can't talk because I literally just bought this book, but here's the thing. The premise of this book sounded absolutely amazing. So, not sorry. And like I said, I know that there's like 40-something pages, or sorry, something chapters. This is a 345-page book. Like, this is a whole book. I am so excited. And I've gotten into writing in my books, and please no one come after me for it. I've noticed there's a thing on Instagram. I'm not a big like book talk person, like I don't have TikTok or anything, but there's this girl that I do follow on Instagram that does books, and she'll, you know, have like questions written in the margins and just stuff like that. Like, I don't try heavily to write in my books, but one thing I noticed is that if I like the way an author wrote something, like if they, like, descriptions are hard for me because I feel like I overdo them or I underdo them. There's no in between. So like, I will just underline a passage that I think is beautifully written, and I'll use it as like an inspiration. And there's this one book, The House of Salt and Sorrow. I don't know if I ever did the review for that one, but there was a couple lines in there that were absolutely amazing, but I didn't start writing in that book, so this is what I got. I'm honestly really excited. And so, also a new thing I started is I have, sorry, that's my dog. I have this that I got from Barnes & Noble, and it is so cute, and it's on my Barnes & Noble haul video where I bought The House of Sorrows. I love this thing. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I've been doing book reviews. I'm still learning how I want to write it. But it's like I have The House of Salt and Sorrows in this one. And it took me a day to read it. I write the title, the author, the release date, the genre, the page numbers, the start to finish date, what's it about, any notes and quotes. And then I write the rating, the enjoyability, and what I recommend, and then the actual review, which sounds like a lot, but I figured I'd start doing that for new books just because I plan on having my library back here, and I don't know, I'm weird. So The House of Salt and Sorrows has a rating of 3 out of 5. Like, it wasn't a bad book, but it was a very average book. I feel like the potential for the storyline was really good. They had me in the first half, absolutely loved it. And then the second half was just kind of a little out there. But the enjoyability was a 4 out of 5, because I really did enjoy a majority of the book. And then I would definitely recommend it. So I did write in the review, there was a lot of slow build and a lot of chaos in the end. It was an interesting read with a lot of great detail and beautifully written. The story was easy to follow. I'm just not a big fan of how everything went through so quickly. The structure of the story is amazing. The story itself is okay. So basically what I'm saying is the writing was on point, the story was okay, but because the writing is on point, the story is amazing. And then I have The Kingdom of the Wicked, which, let me tell you, I apologize to anybody who likes that book. I was really disappointed, to be honest with you, because here's the thing. I did finish it. I haven't filled it out yet. I did finish it, though. Here's the thing. The premise of the book, the plot of the book, is extremely good. It's an extremely good plot. Like, the story could have been top tier, but the writing, I'm not a fan of the writing. And because of the writing, it really threw me off from the rest of the book. The execution of said plot just really threw me off. Like, it is a series book, and I don't plan on reading the other books. I did read the synopsis to the other books, just to see if I was missing anything, and no. Again, I apologize to anybody who liked the book. As a matter of fact, I do gotta enter 2 books into my little review here, because I'm reading this one, and I can't tell you when I got this, because I'm gonna be honest. So this definitely came from Barnes & Noble, but I don't know when. I'm pretty sure I was living with my mom when I got this book, which is at least 6 years ago. And I thought that I started reading it at one point, and I don't think this is the book that I was reading, because there was a specific book that I was reading that really freaked me out when I was a little bit younger. It was like an apocalyptic book. And it kind of really bothered me a little bit, so I stopped reading it. And I thought it was this one, and I decided to read this one. I remember like the first chapter. This is also an apocalyptic book, but it wasn't the one that I was thinking it was. So there's that. The other one that I had involved children, and that was a little hard to read. But this one is good. This one is, after you've gone through a pandemic yourself, you're kind of just like, I don't want to read anything about it. But this is actually pretty good, as you can tell. It was only $6. And it was originally $18, so, I mean, how could you not? But I actually really like this book, and I have written in this book. Mainly because, like I have a lot of stuff highlighted because there's a lot of different characters in this book. It follows like I think like 3 different people who also have people with them. So I had to like underline how stuff happens, and just lines that I really like. Like this one says air holding its breath, and you know, some people might be like, but that just, I like the description. And then I also wrote like, it explains who got infected, when, like which countries got infected and stuff, and I had to like underline it because it's a lot to follow. But yeah, I mean it's pretty good. I mean, as you can see, I'm still in like the beginning of the book, but this is pretty good. I have my little Chinese, my little dragon matching the color of the book. Look at that. Alright, well, I'm gonna enter these into here. I feel like this video is a little long. Thank you for sitting with me and listening to me talk about books. Books. Alright, and again, if any of you guys, and it doesn't have to be just a Wattpad story, if you guys have Wattpad stories, if you guys just have books in general that you like, please recommend them to me. Again, I'm not into smut, so please do not recommend smut to me. But obviously, if a good story, you know, has sex scenes, I will skip over the sex scenes. So just not a smut story, because those are specifically, you know. But I like to read a lot of things. I'm into Harry Potter, so magic is a thing. Magic is in this as well. Apocalyptic books, space books, like anything involving space. Murder mysteries are probably one of my favorites. These, like something like this, I don't know what this would really be considered. Something like this, but don't recommend me something like It from Stephen King, because I will not read that. But, you know, like just murder thrillers, stuff like that. I will read a love story. I have no problem with romance. But yeah. Or killing, please. I have no problem. I know that sounds bad, but I have no problem with, with killing and stuff. You know, werewolf, vampires, killing, murders. So yeah. Again, thank you for sitting here with me. I apologize for... Alright! I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see you later.